Have you ever wondered where chocolate comes from? Let me take you on a journey tracing back to its roots, to an ingredient so simple but incredibly influential: the cocoa bean. The cocoa bean, or Theobroma cacao, as the scientists like to call it, starts its life on a tree. But this is not just another tree, it's special. This tree bears the much-coveted fruit that we know and love, the chocolate. Known as the chocolate tree, it belongs to the Malvaceae family. The story doesn't end here. The chocolate tree, fascinatingly, is not native to just any place. It traces its origins back to the tropical regions of the Americas. From its native land, this tree has managed to spread its roots across diverse continents and countries, creating a vast network of chocolate production. It has journeyed far and wide, touching the lives of people, introducing them to a taste so rich and delightfully sweet that it evokes joy in their hearts. Originally native to the tropical Americas, this tree has spread its roots far and wide, bringing joy to chocolate lovers across the globe. Now you might be pondering, is the cocoa bean a fruit or a vegetable? It's a common question that confuses many, and the answer is rather surprising. The cocoa bean is surprisingly not a fruit or a vegetable. It's a seed, and not just any seed. It's a seed that has the power to create one of the world's most beloved treats: chocolate. This magical seed comes from a tree called the chocolate tree, or more scientifically, Theobroma cacao, which means food of the gods. Spread all across equator, these trees are known for their unique ability to produce small, beautiful flowers directly on their trunks, which eventually evolve into cacao pods. These pods are captivating. They mature into a vibrant shade of orange hue, a sign of their ripeness. Inside them, they hold a precious treasure. Around 35 seeds or beans, each one a potential source of delicious chocolate. Harvesting these pods is a careful process. Once they're ripe, the pods are meticulously collected and the seeds and pulp are delicately separated from the rind. Following this, the beans are left to ferment and drain, a process that's absolutely crucial. It's this fermentation process that gives birth to the signature chocolate taste that has captured the hearts of millions around the globe. It's a lengthy process. It takes approximately 400 dried beans to make 1 pound of chocolate. But the cocoa bean is not just about chocolate. Derived from the magnificent cacao tree commonly known as the chocolate tree, this tiny seed has a rich history and a myriad of uses. The cacao tree, with its leathery leaves and rough bark, is an evergreen native to the warm, tropical regions of the Americas. This plant thrives under the thick, lush canopy of the rainforest, isolated from harsh sunlight and winds. It's an understory tree that produces interesting, football-shaped pods. These pods, vibrant and colorful, contain the precious cocoa beans. The cocoa bean, contrary to its name, is not a fruit or vegetable, but rather a seed. It's small, yet potent, loaded with powerful antioxidants and heart-healthy compounds. The magic of cocoa does not end with its antioxidant properties. The unique fermentation process that these beans undergo is what truly sets them apart. It is during fermentation that the beans develop their characteristic flavor and aroma, the tantalizing scent that we associate with delectable chocolate. In addition to chocolate, the pulp that surrounds these beans has its own list of applications. This fruity, sweet pulp can be transformed into refreshing beverages, potent extracts, and versatile powders, illustrating every part of this plant has some value. There are stories of ancient Mesoamerican civilizations that used these beans as currency, a testament to their perceived value. So to sum it up, the cocoa bean is a seed, not a fruit or vegetable. It comes from the chocolate tree, which is native to the tropical Americas but grown worldwide. The tree produces pods that contain the beans. These beans are fermented and dried to make chocolate, but the pulp can also be used in various ways. Today, approximately 5 million tons of cocoa are produced annually, bringing the magic of chocolate to every corner of the globe. This enchanting sweet treat that we relish begins its journey as a simple cocoa bean. Grown on trees in the balmy tropical regions, these beans are the heart and soul of our favorite indulgence. Every single embarks on an exceptional voyage, traveling thousands of miles, transforming from a humble pod to the luscious delight we know and love. Each step in this process contributes to the unique flavor profiles we associate with chocolate. So next time you savor a piece of chocolate, remember the journey of the cocoa bean, from a tree in a tropical region to the sweet delight in your hand. Harvesting the cocoa bean is an intricate, labor-intensive task, a poignant testament to the countless hours of effort, love, and dedication that goes into crafting each mouth-watering piece of chocolate you savor. The intriguing journey begins with the cacao pods being meticulously handpicked right from the trees. This is a task that necessitates uncanny precision, an unerring eye for choosing the ripest pods, and above all, an abundance of care. Once chosen, the picked pods then undergo a delicate process where they are prudently opened using a machete. This exposes the priceless cocoa beans that reside within their firm protective shell. Carefully, these beans are then scooped out and collected painstakingly in a container. Following this, they embark on a fascinating journey of fermentation. This is not just a process, but a transformational journey, where the raw cocoa beans metamorphose the fundamental ingredient that forms the foundation of the sweet, velvety delight we all adore and crave. This intricate process of harvesting is merely the beginning of the cocoa beans. It's a fulfilling journey that ultimately concludes in the palm of your hand, ready to be savored. Remember, the harvesting process is just the start of the cocoa beans' incredible journey. A journey that will ultimately end in the palm of your hand, completely ready to be savored. As we move along the cocoa beans' journey, we cross paths with the pivotal phase of fermentation. This stage is not just about modifying the beans, it's the art of uncovering what makes chocolate so captivating. Once the beans are carefully extracted from their pods, they are left to ferment for a few days. But fermentation is then just a period of waiting, it's a complete metamorphosis of the cocoa beans. During this phase, the sweet, viscous pulp encasing the beans starts to decompose. This decomposition process generates heat, intensifying the beans' flavor while minimizing their inherent bitterness. It's nature's intricate ballet, an orchestration of transformation that morphs the raw cocoa beans into the foundation of the enchanting chocolate flavor we all cherish. Without this complex process, the cocoa bean would remain an ordinary bean. It's only through the fascinating act of fermentation that it starts to acquire its unique chocolate flavor. This flavor that has captured the hearts and palates of people around the globe. Therefore, the next time you relish a piece of chocolate, recollect the voyage of the cocoa bean, a voyage that encompasses the transformative of fermentation. This process is not just a simple step in a journey, it's a metamorphosis that changes a mere bean into a culinary delight savored by millions. Every bite carries the history of the bean, a history that began in a simple pod, and culminated in the rich, dark piece of chocolate you're enjoying. So, remember the journey of the cocoa bean, a journey that includes the transformative stage of fermentation. As we continue our journey with the cocoa bean, we approach the vital stage of drying and roasting. Having completed fermentation, the beans still aren't prepped to transform into the delightful chocolate. They necessitate drying. These beans are left under the sun, lowering their moisture content over a week, preparing them for the subsequent phase. Then, the roasting begins, which can be compared to crafting a beautiful painting. The desiccated beans are heated in sizable, spinning ovens, temperatures varying between 250 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. The roasting time and temperature are modifiable to extract particular flavor notes, exhibiting this step as a genuine art form. During this phase, the beans emanate the familiar, irresistible scent of chocolate, a fragrance frequently linked to comfort, indulgence, and pleasure. As you unseal your next chocolate piece, pause and consider the journey that cocoa bean has undergone. Beginning from its modest origin on the tree, passing through the transformative sequences of fermentation, drying, and roasting, it evolves into a treat that spreads happiness to many. And bear in mind, every step in this process adds to the unique flavor, the scrumptious chocolate you're about to relish. From its humble beginnings on the tree through the transformative stages of fermentation, drying, and roasting, it's become the treat that brings joy to so many. And remember, every step in this process contributes to the unique flavor profile of the delicious chocolate you're about to enjoy. As we approach the conclusion of our cocoa beans adventure, we now find ourselves stepping into the final few stages of the chocolate-making process, which notably includes steps such as grinding and conching. The roasted beans, bursting and brimming with the irresistible and inviting aroma of delectable chocolate, undergo a process wherein they are meticulously ground into a thick, appetizing, which is commonly known as chocolate liquor. However, don't allow the name to confuse you. This doesn't contain a trace of alcohol. Instead, it's the pristine, unaltered core of the cocoa bean, the very foundation for all the chocolate products that we enjoy and savor. This chocolate liquor, packed with the essence of cocoa, is then subjected to a notable process which is known as conching. named so due to the resemblance of the original machines used for the process to that of a conch shell. In this vital and significant stage in the journey of cocoa, the chocolate is persistently stirred and aerated, a process that can last anywhere from a handful of hours to even several days, depending on the level of refinement desired. This important and integral step aids to refine the texture of the chocolate and further enhance and develop its flavor, resulting in a smooth, velvety chocolate that's a pure delight to the senses. Following the conching process, the chocolate is then tempered, which is a carefully controlled process of heating and cooling, designed to bestow upon it a glossy finish and a satisfying snap. It is then gently poured into molds and cooled, thereby transforming it into the scrumptious treat we can't help but adore. From the tall, towering tree to sweet, savory treat, the journey of the cocoa bean is undeniably a labor of love. Next time you indulge in a piece of chocolate, savor the complexity of flavors and textures, each a testament to the intricate process that brought this humble bean to your palate.